Welcome back to FPL Spad, your best place to find FPL content for the 23-24 season. My name is Spad. Today, you're joining me for the deadline stream for Gameweek 23. I did my transfers last night because of the price rises that were going to happen. So, these are the points, that's the points I made last week. But transfers I did was as simple: take Jesus out and put Haaland in, and take Bowen out and put Gordon in. As Bowen's price was going to be dropping, Gordon's price was going to be going up, Haaland's price was going to be going up, and Jesus' price was going to stay the same. So it was a pretty easy move to do. The main decision I've got left for today is my captaincy options. I'll do a poll in a minute to see what you guys are going to do. But yeah, that's my main point of task to do today, to pick a right captain. So let's see what you guys are doing for captain, and then we can go from there. But if anyone comes on and needs some help, happy to help. And we'll quickly have a look at the price changes that happened last night. Quite a bit. Important ones, really. So let's have a quick look. Hold on. And who else could be in the captain choice? Solanke. So I'll start the poll. Have a vote when you can. But yeah. So let's quickly have a look at the price changes from last night, sorry. Quite a bit, and they've given us a list already. And the double game week has been confirmed as well in the morning. Like, they could have done it last night, but they decided to do it this morning. Ivan Toney's price went up to 8.1. So people that bought him in at 7.9, 7.8. I think it was 7.9. My brother bought him in, must be really happy. People are buying Conor Bradley in earlier on at 4 million, gone up in price to 4.1. I don't expect his price to keep increasing, as Trent will be back very soon. Haaland's price went up last night, so I bought him in last night before the price rise. Haaland's price went up as well. People that were gambling, mainly United fans. Gordon's price went up, which I bought in yesterday, last night, because I knew the price was going to go up. Fabian Schär surprisingly went up. I didn't expect him. Richardson's price went up to 7.1, which is happy about that. Good for the future. Price drops were quite interesting. Saka went down to 9. Leon Bailey went down to 5.6. Salah went down, was expected. Migi went down as well. Foden went down as well. For Man City player, for people that bought in, for bringing in Foden in hard the other week, taking a drop. Archer took a drop to 4.3 now. Kulusevski took a drop, and Bowen took a drop. Bowen took a drop, and I had to basically take him. Lucky I took him out before the drop. I didn't even know. It was like I took Bowen out and bought Gordon in. So I bought in a player that went up by 0.1 and took out a player that went down in 0.1. Initially, I was going to do Elliot for my team. I was going to take Elliot out and bring in Gordon and leave Bowen on. But then I would have been left with literally zero money on who to left in my bank if I did that. And I just thought, Gordon, if Bowen's going down in price, might take Bowen out. Got 2 hard games against United and Arsenal. He's blanked the last few game weeks and made a mistake by bringing him in early 2 weeks ago, which was a big mistake. Should have been Jota instead. Would have paid off a lot better for me in the long run. Definitely in the long run would have paid off. But yeah, I have to recover from previous weeks. Did get a little green arrow last week, but just not enough in my personal opinion. But this game week, after doing the transfers, mainly we have to pick our captains. Picking the captain is probably the hardest thing to do right now. and we need some more real team news. And you know what? I'm gonna quickly no, that's not kind. I should have done that earlier. Oh well. Yeah. So let's quickly have a look at the if there's been any crazy transfers since last night, really. Because if people are waiting for the deadline today in the morning to get some more news, have lost out on some price changes. So Holland's gone up in price. Not many people are gambling with Jota. Bring him in. Personally, I think because they're playing Arsenal, they don't expect him to get that big of a chance to get a return. You know, it's a very hard game. It's a big game clash. But he's a player that I wanted, personally. Reason being because I think he's able to even score goals today, against Arsenal, because he always loves scoring against Arsenal when he even play for Wolves. So yeah. Solanke's price going up was good as well. I think his price what last night? No, it must have gone up a few days ago. But yeah. So you talk about a double game coming up as well. So I got confirmed this morning that Gameweek 25, Liverpool play Luton in that game week as well. So Liverpool and Man City both will have a double game week. Brentford and I think it is Luton. Luton will get a double game week as well. But Luton's double game week is a lot harder because it's going to be against Man United and Liverpool. So it's not easiest for fixtures to pick from for Luton, really. The points price go up again. No. This is FPL making mistakes, 10.8. Should be 10.7. But now we have to still look at the double game week as well, because having Liverpool players or having what's it called? Luton players, Luton and Liverpool players will blank game week 26. Brentford and Man City players won't be blank game week 26. So you have to take that into account when doing your double game week selections. You might have to bring other players in for transfers, But yeah. So I've done my transfers, really. I got 3.2 million still in the bank. That last night, took a -4 hit. Personally, I think I had to do it. Hope it don't backfire with bringing in Gordon instead of Bowen, because he just hasn't been performing for me. Probably one of my worst early transfers that I did in my FPL this season. I did this literally the game finished, and I did this transfer. Regretted it. It forced me to do a -4 in other places as well. Just a shit show, really. Should have waited to the end of the game, deadline day, and I would have ended up bringing a jar in, and that would have helped me out a lot more. But mistakes happen. But yeah, not good. But captain choice is going to be hard right now, so let's just go pick captains. So right now, it's stayed on Haaland. We have 2 votes so far. 1 vote for Solanke and 1 vote for Gordon. No one putting De Bruyne or Haaland yet. Um, so I'm not exactly sure what's going to be happening. Try and get some early information. But yeah, it's going to be hard to get early information anyway. Think. But yeah, we'll have a quick look at the Fast AI team. See what wildcard they be recommending to us. So Alex Moreno, a bit of a gamble in my opinion. Luton, yeah, I can imagine. It's a free hit. Okay. Pretorich, Palmer, but Bowen in a free hit. Okay. Gordon, Saka, Tony, Jackson, and Solanke. No single Man City player or De Bruyne on the bench. Let's look at the wild card. Yeah, Haaland, De Bruyne, of course, they're back. Foden. Would we go for Foden? Bowen, Gordon, Saka, Watkins. So you can save some money on Foden by bringing in Richarlison, Shevchenko, and Gabriel. Wouldn't be bringing them in really with the games they've got coming up. Yeah, not the best of wildcard team, in my personal opinion. Could be a lot better. But yeah, another vote for Haaland that came on. Okay, so 33, 33, 33. Need some more votes. If guys, come on and have a vote. Would be great. Or if you need any information, help from me. But yeah. Point prediction. Let's see if AI has updated the Liverpool double game week, which it doesn't look like they have, because they would like the Liverpool players would have popped up straight away, you know. So Fastly Hub's a bit delayed, personally. There should be more on it. You know? Had it ready, but they don't. Not good things. Not good things. Let's quickly have a look, see if we can get any more information on Haaland, on what everyone's captaining really, because from what the couple of other YouTube content creators I've seen, like they're all saying Haaland is going to be the most likely captain for most people. But yeah. So let's talk. FPL has brought in wait, no way. Let's talk FPL. You're on 30k rank now, man. That's mad. You had some good weeks. Yeah, I've taken a big drop, man. Loads of drops. Loads of drops. Made few too many mistakes. Have cost me personally. While other FPL content creators have been making the right choices and getting up in the ranks, I've been making the wrong choices and going down in the ranks. Where at one point when I was very high, it got to my head. Personally, I don't think I put enough effort into it, and it cost me in the end. Now I've dropped down the rank big time. But yeah, it's what it is. Trying to get more captaincy information. A lot of people are going with Haaland as captain. Hmm. It's looking like everyone's going to be going with Haaland captain. Maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's not. I'm probably going to be leaning towards getting Haaland captain. This was probably the reason to bring him into your team in the first place. If you like, just like last week, when I'm putting De Bruyne, if you bring in De Bruyne, you're bringing him to captain. In my personal opinion, and I think that same logic has to apply today as well. Personally, with Haaland, unless like I do want to take a differential route by picking Solanke or even Gordon or even Palmer as my captain, because people that don't own De Bruyne and Haaland and are not gambling on him playing this game week, they're the three options that people will be going for, in my personal opinion. Solanke, Palmer, and Richarlison. No, Richarlison, Gordon. So it is a tough choice to make personally. Like if Haaland wasn't even there, it would be even like probably even be a harder, tough choice to make, really. But with Haaland, it makes it a bit easier to picking Haaland, because I think most people are picking Haaland in their teams as their captains. From what I've seen from the polls online, it's like 50% of people are actually be going for Haaland. So yeah, from what it looks like, a lot of people have bought in Haaland. Dun, 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 dun. Oh man, if you guys need any help, let me know. 9,000 people there, 9,000 there, 5,000 there, 2,000 there. Oh man, I need to make the right choice this game week if I really want to jump up the ranks. Like having the right captain choice is gonna be a big thing today, in my personal opinion. From a lot of the news online, people are going with Haaland as captain. The robot. But yeah. Like, do I start with Trent or do I start with Gusto? Is one thing, because we don't know if Trent is going to be starting the game as well. From one of the major issues that I have right now in this team, but I don't know. I still think because Gusto didn't play the last game, but that I think it's because Chelsea want to be a bit more defensive in their approach. So then they start with Gusto, and then they bought Gusto in the second half when they wanted to be more attacking. Obviously, when they're being 2-0 down. So yeah, it's a very hard captain choice this week at the moment. Personally, like the majority of people are going with Holland, from what I've seen from the votes on the other content creator channels. Yeah. Some people are going for Watkins. Shove it away. I think that's pretty risky. I think Solanke at home is better option than Watkins away. Definitely. So, yeah. Is there any questions you guys want to ask me? Please feel free. Please make your votes on what captain choices you're going to be making. Just quick send a message to my brother. Make sure he does transfers. Oh. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's quickly have a look at that. Actually, let's got price changes today. What price changes will happen today? Today, because on the edge, you know, the ones that were on the edge yesterday maybe gonna go up today. Or De Bruyne, looking like it. People still bringing in Palmer. Yeah, could be going up. Trippier, I think he won't be going up. I think that's just the hourly rate for now to the deadline, and I expect that to stop later on during the day. Quite a lot of drops really, but some of them should stop. I say Gross and Wood will stop. Del Pedro probably may be going down because a lot of third people choice striker, and people are being Holland in, be dropping. Especially if Holland plays on. Actually, wait, we won't know. This is the hourly rate for the most highly rate changes at the moment. So Trippier has been highly brought in. So is Holland still. People brought him in yesterday most times, but still be bringing in heavily. And people that bring him in today are paying 0.1 more. Same as Gordon, paying 0.1 more as well. Joe will probably be going up. And I think he might be the best transfer to do next week, as Liverpool play Burnley at home. So he could be one of the players to bring in and to make captain choice yet again. Another player to bring in and captain straight away. So he could be one of those choices next week. Shea, I didn't expect his price to go up today. That was a shock to me. Didn't expect that. I was happy with Charles. The price went up. Palmer is looking like his price might go up depending on how many people start bringing him in. Really, I don't see a mad rush to bring him in after the deadline anyway, so I don't see that happening. Some people are bringing Elise in. Neto, I'm not surprised with Neto. He's a quality player. Bradley was a bit, not that much of a shock, but most people who play the wild cards will love it. Would be easy buy really for someone, but then it's just a risk as well. Like he might get minutes, he might not get minutes. It depends how Klopp wants to play this game. If he wants to play attacking wise, then he plays Trent. If he wants to play more defensive solidarity in the team, where we have Martinelli on lock like he did last game in the FA Cup when he came on, then it will be Bradley. But it's a headache for Klopp, which normally he never had before. Now he does. So, a lot of these odd players here and there could be imagined like wild cards by people, Oh man. Because I don't think I'm gonna be changing my striking options next week anytime soon. United at home for Villa should be a good game for them, as they would want to bounce back after losing 3-1 at home to Newcastle. So I expect that to be a good game, and the games after that to be good. So I don't think I'll be taking Watkins out anytime soon. Same with Solanke, in my personal opinion. Got 2 good games, and then got 2 hard games. But those 2 hard games are Gameweek 25 and Gameweek 26. And these game weeks, you probably might want to be doing a double game week player, bringing a double game week player in. blanking free hit, maybe Gameweek 26, depending on how many players do you have available for your team. So this could be avoided. But then after that, got a good bunch of games before you want to even, like, for the end of the season before it gets hard for him. So you could actually keep him for a while in your team. So Solanke is not a player that I'll be looking to get rid of anytime soon. The midfield is something we got to think about as well, because when Salah returns, we will have to bring Salah back into this team at some point, and that is gonna be a challenge. I could just take De Bruyne out and bring in Salah in, because I think I can afford that. Yes, I can. Would be the most easiest option to do. The other way of doing it would be actually sacrificing a lot in other players to make up the money to bring in thingy. There's no prize, bro. It's just about bragging rights at the moment, you know. I'm not a major YouTuber yet, so where I can be offering prizes to people, unfortunately. It's just literally about bragging rights and me be able to look at your team and give you advice on what you want to do. So that's the best. That's the main reason why you should be joining my main league, where if you join it and you want any advice, I can just quickly look up your team instead of you typing it out. That's what it is. Let's have a look. What's going on with the other votes? So a lot of people are going for higher captain, which is not that much of a surprise when people are bringing him in this game week. So yeah, so maybe it is just to like stay safe, stay in course, and pick Holland, move up the ranks with everyone else. If he does good, if he doesn't, then move down the ranks with everyone else. And people that go for differential choices, I'm more happy. Oh, Bowen over Gross, but Tech personally should took out what do you call it? Bowen last night. Saka is still winning with what I've got now. No, and I think you got the exact same 5 as well, 4 already. That's why you're asking. Yeah, I know you already got Gordon. I know you already have Palmer. Think you have a choice? I'm not sure about that. You're probably bought De Bruyne this game week because you had 2 free transfers. I wouldn't be surprised if you bought in Haaland this game week as well. But did you do your transfers last night or today in the morning? Because the price rise. Because there was a lot of price rise last night, man. Price rise and price drops. Quite a few. And if Saka blanks this game week again, I expect Saka's price to drop again. Last hour, so you've got in time for the price changes. Because I saw it last night just before going to sleep, and I was like, nah, I've got to do it tonight. I have to do it tonight, otherwise I'm going to be messed up completely. But yeah. The double game we got confirmed this morning as well, so that's another good thing. But most people wanted it confirmed last night, I'm personally opinion, because some people took out Nunes and bought in Haaland, and I think if they knew the double game was going to be guaranteed happening, they would have kept Nunes and took out someone else instead. But yeah, let's see. Let's refresh this. How many people are going crazy at the moment? Well, not many people. Oh, it might not have refreshed. But yeah. Doesn't look like Leno. Oh, people bringing in Leno. So last minute Leno's. Neto, people are gambling with Neto. It's a good differential, personally. I'm a big fan of his. But Chelsea away is not the easiest games. And Chelsea at home are pretty good. think Wolves, well, that was the first home loss in a while that they've had. Yeah, that was the first home loss in a long time because they beat Everton, they beat Chelsea, they beat Forest, they drew against Forest, they beat Burnley, they beat Tottenham, they beat Newcastle, they drew against Newcastle, drew against Villa, beat Man City. Yeah, that was a big loss for them against United, man. When they went 3-3, I think they would have been happy with that, but big loss for them. But they're still a good team in my personal opinion. I'm quite surprised how many people are gambling with Madison into their teams. Reason being, I know Madison's a quality player. He does run that team, but there is that thing about Madison where he does get injured frequently, and coming back from an injury is more likely to get injured again until he finds his feet again, until he gets to full fitness. So that could be a problem with Madison. It's probably the only reason why I'm not inclined to bring him in. And Richarlison as a midfielder, cheaper, playing as an actual natural ST, is more likely to get you more points. Pretty surprised how many people bring in Shea this game week. I know he got 2 goals last game week, but before that he didn't get much at all. If you look at the points, it was like all the way to game week 14. I would have personally gone for Dan Burn as a very cheaper option for 4.4 million. Would have been a better, and saved some money. Because I'm pretty sure most people right now have got a lot of money invested in their defense. They're either got Trent, they've got Trippier, Espinian, Pedro Porro. That is a lot of money invested into the defense, personally. Same as me right now. I think I've got too much money invested into my defense as well. Like with Trent, Trippier, and Espinian. That is no cheap defenders really there. And when players start returning, like Salah starts returning, Son starts returning, that extra money will be needed to replace the midfielders that I have. So we do have to think about long term as well. Bench 1 out, Gross, and Palmer. It's easy, Gross. That's an easy bench. We bench Gross. We keep Alvarez because actually Alvarez is an iffy one, because it's about if Haaland plays or not. If Haaland's playing, then yeah, Alvarez might not play. But if Haaland is not playing, Alvarez will play. And Alvarez has been on some good form as well lately. He got 2 goals last game week. He has been playing good this season. He just had a bad patch for a little bit, but has been returning back onto form. So, yeah. I'll personally go with Gross. If it's just bench 1, I think Gross is the easiest option. Brighton are really all over the place. I think they've had 3 wins in the past 15 games. Yeah, so look, 1, 2, 3. 15. Oh my God, you could go back all the way to game weeks. Okay, after the first 6 game weeks. So, what's that? 16 game weeks. In 16 game weeks, they have won 3 games this season. Bournemouth. Not Bournemouth, Brighton. That is not something that's good right now. A lot of draws in there, but only 3 wins. And that is not a lot good, look for Brighton, really, man. Personal opinion. Yeah, they've had injuries, they've had players out, and they've had Europe as well. And in between that, they will have Europe again in March as well. Because I think they've topped their group, so they're going to have it in March. So they're going to have a bit of a break. So they do need to get points in these coming game weeks coming up, because after that, it will get hard again for them. So they do need to start picking up some points. Crystal Palace at home is a game where you expect them to get points, really. But Crystal Palace need the points as well. They're fine for relegation battle. It's not going to be really easy for them. Spurs is a game they probably don't expect to win, but the games after that, I'll get 4 teams that are all probably going to be banned for relegation. Sheffield United away, Everton at home, Fulham away, and Forest at home. These are the games where they'll be looking to consolidate more points, because after that it gets pretty hard for them, and they'll be in Europa as well. So like that's in March. So this is going to be a crazy month for them, Brighton. So yeah, there's a short window to have Brighton players really, and I think that is right now maybe, but not even right now. Like maybe game week 18, game week 25. Sorry, when we got Mitoma returning as well, who is a major part of the attack at the moment. Personally, especially with Solly March out as well. That's been out for a long, long time. I think he's still out for the rest of the season. That was a big miss for them personally. I'm a really big fan of him. Young, had a lot of talent, and got messed up with a long-term injury. So yeah. So like, if you like, people have gone with Spinian because of previous history that he has of getting returns before his injury. Like last game when they lost 4-0 to Luton, that was kind of a shock to a lot of people. A lot of people did not expect that to happen. They thought they'll get some returns for Spinian. Unfortunately, we didn't. When I bought him in for -4, I remember, and he got a clean sheet straight away, and that was good. That was the last game we get, and then nothing after that. So yeah, it's a bit offy, but it is what it is. Got quite a few more votes. So Holland is leading the pack in this out of 15 votes, 50% votes. So say about 8 to 7 people have voted for Holland. A few people go for Gordon and De Bruyne, and a few more extra for Solanke. From what I see from the other FPL content channels, they're still looking like they're having Holland as captain. Let's Talk FPL is benched Foden and kept Saka on. Raptor, he's taken off. He's keeping Saka on the pitch as well. But Holland as captain. Like, yeah. Darwin. It's all about the mind games that Klopp has been playing, really. Like, yesterday, Klopp came out and said Darwin was in he messed his foot up. He was in a boot when he left Anfield on after the Chelsea game. And then he didn't know if he's going to be playing or if he's available. But to his defense, he didn't see Darwin that day, the morning. And then literally like an hour later after his press conference, you see Darwin walking up the stairs in the Liverpool training grounds with flip-flops on and his little teacup that he has. So he looked fine to me. But FPL has gone by the words of Jurgen Klopp of him might not being available. But from what we saw from the videos, from the Liverpool personal Twitter account, he was in flip-flops, He wasn't in a boot anymore. So it's stop playing mind games. Because I don't know. Like, I didn't have Nunez, so I didn't have to make that choice. Some people do have Nunez, and they wanted to keep him for the double game week. They didn't get the double game week news last night. They got it this morning. So which was a bit of a downer for them personally. Because if they took Nunez out for Haaland last night, they'd be kind of a bit pissed off knowing that Liverpool got a double game week coming up in game week 25. But a blank game week 26. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword, especially for Liverpool players and Luton players. The only players that don't have a double-edged sword, in my opinion, are the Man City players and the Brentford players, as they did not blank in game week 26. So that's why it was a lot easier for me to bring in like the likes of De Bruyne and Haaland, because I wouldn't have to be making a forced transfer for game week 26, because I do not want to be using my free hit personally for that game week. When we do know we're going to have bigger blank game weeks coming up further down the line, or even like bigger double game weeks personally. Game week 25 could be a way we could do our bench boost if you have these like odd players here and there, cheap players from Man City and Brentford who can make up the bench and give double points. And personally, I think I might have to do that, especially because I'm gonna have Trent missing as well for game week 26. Charleston missing for game week 26 as well. So I'll have to find a replacement for them. And Gusto. So Gusto won't be actually depending, because Chelsea's double game week hasn't been confirmed either. Foden, not a fan of Foden. I think too much of a rotation risk personally. His price dropped for a reason last night, and depending who's there between Foden and who. Now, what's the question here? Is it captain choice or to be in your team? So we haven't had an update on the transfers in, and Holland has been bought in a bit more now. Yeah. So now up to 60% ownership. Another thing about Holland is obviously we know Holland will be jumping in ownership hard. Jota, easy Jota, because around the same price. Foden dropped last night, but I think Jota loves playing against Arsenal personally, and you have Burnley away at home next game week as well, which personally I believe might be the captain option. Could be most likely the captain option, or you could go with Haaland again next game week with Everton at home. Not the best of games, but still a good game. But yeah, personally, I'll be going for Jota over Foden. A bit of bias, but I wish I had that bias in me when I was doing my team in the start of the year, and I would have had Jota on my team. But I didn't. I did the early transfers, bought in Bowen, and that messed me up completely, personally. I should have waited to deadline, and I would have bought in Jota. It would have been simple for me, really, because Bowen wouldn't be an option to bring in. Um, Solanke's been bought in heavily, surprisingly just now. Do you see that coming? Um, Trippier as well. Like a lot of people bringing in Trippier. Like this percentage was 2.4% earlier. A lot of people are gambling with Trippier, probably because the only way I can think they'd be doing that is because they're taking Trent out of the team to get Haaland into the team. So they're saving like about 2 million, I think, trying to make 2 million up to get the profit for Haaland to bring him in. So yeah. Solanke is an option. Maybe they're decreasing another striker so they can make money to bring Haaland into the team. Could be another one. Udigi, I don't understand that one really. Just because he got some returns the other last game week doesn't mean he's going to get return this game week. Personally, I don't. He gets returns here and there, not a consistent returner. Saka. Let me see. Taylor, yes, I would get out, defo. Depending if you don't have to do that, if you don't have a full midfield defense already, then that would be a reason why not. But it'll be easy for me to look at your team if you join my mini league. If you join the mini league, I can look at your team. We've got 30 minutes. If you join it quickly, the code's underneath my name, and then I can just have a quick look at your team, give you a better, more informed, answer for you. But Elise is a very good player, but he's an injured out. From what I saw recently, he is a very good player, rated very highly. I'm gonna make Solanke my wife. Yeah, I'm gonna make Solanke my wife. Just in case. But yeah. Where is it? What was I looking for? What was I looking for? Yeah, at least he's still saying like 75%. So I don't know if he will be playing, and they're playing today at 3 o'clock. So we haven't really got any more information on him. But he is a good player to bring in personally, if he's playing. That is what it comes down to, really. Like, are Crystal Palace going to risk him on an away game? Because they remember they're fighting relegation battle. They want him from the home games, really. And Brighton away is not going to be an easy game. So yeah, we gotta be careful. Okay, 22 votes. Haaland is more like the captain. It's looking like everybody is sticking with Haaland as captain, personally. Need some more information. Like a friend of mine, he has Haaland in his team. He's going to be captaining Gordon because we don't know if literally if Isak is back. Because if Isak is not back, Gordon will be playing like a false nine, maybe, could be playing as a striker. I don't know. I don't think Willock is back either. Is Willock is back? Don't think Willock is back. Yeah, Willock is not back either. So Gordon could be playing as a false ST. Neto or Gordon? Oh, that's a tough one. Gordon has got a better fixture list at home against Luton at home. Wolves away to Chelsea is a harder game. Well, that is a tough one. Personally, I think I would go with Gordon, as they have got the three most easiest, unless depending if it's a sub or is it a transfer. If it's a transfer, then it should be Gordon, personally, because they've got three very good games coming up against Luton at home, Forest away, and Bournemouth at home. And even then, they got one hard game against Arsenal away, and then they got a few good run of games compared to what they had before. So if you're looking to bring him in, I think Gordon is your man. Could be playing as a false nine as well. Instead of on the left. Neto plays on the right normally. But they got Cunha in the team. What's the other guy? Sabira as well. So yeah, very hard choice, man. But I would probably go for Gordon. And join my mini league so I can have a look at your team. It'll be easy for me to look at your team next time. The code is on the thing. Where is it? Let me just go back. So the code for this league, just in case people don't know it, it's just here. Same thing again. 5IIX8V. Join that league. That way I can look at your team and give you a better decision, like opinion for me on what to do for your team. Right. I was at top of this league at one point and I've just gone downhill. I was at 23k rank at one point and I went down. So since December. December was a really bad month, made some really bad choices, and I tried to make those bad choices into January as well. But hopefully this game week I've done 2 transfers and I'm hoping both 2 transfers pay off. I did a -4. I bought in Haaland and I bought in Gordon. Yeah, so that's why I'm recommending Gordon to you as well because I bought in Gordon myself. I'm a big fan of Neto. He was in my team earlier before he got injured. I think he's a very good player. A player that I want Loop signed as a possible replacement for Salah in the future. Either Neto or Elise. Those two players I'm really impressed by, both on the right hand side, both young. I think Elise is a lot younger, but he's English, so that would be the English price on him, which I think will cost Liverpool a bit too much. And I expect Chelsea to go after him as he plays for a London club and probably want to stay in London. While Neto is a foreign player and he has one of his friends playing at Liverpool, Jar. And why wouldn't you want to partner with him? And form a partnership for club and country, you know? So Neto could be a choice for Salah replacement, but we don't know of what direction really Liverpool are going to be going in the future until we get our manager sorted, really. Or if Klopp goes, I'm not leaving. That'd be amazing, you know? That scene from Wolf of Wall Street, I'm not fucking leaving! You know? That's what you want. Oh man, okay, we've got 5 minutes to deadline. If there's anything you guys need to ask me, want to know, please go ahead. Um, a lot of people are going for the Haaland captain. I think in the pro departments, expert departments, a lot of people are choosing Haaland as captain, and I'm not surprised really. Like the love Haaland of the robotniks of him of always putting up points. Like personally, I'm going with De Bruyne. Haaland is because I want it to be a win-win situation for me. Either I win in FPL terms in the virtual world with Haaland being captain and getting a bunch of points, or I win in reality where Haaland doesn't get no points, De Bruyne gets no points, and Man City lose points on the title race. So either I get a win in real life or I get a win in reality. So win-win, you know, and virtual reality. Bowen award price, who to start and who to bench. That's a tough one, and I'll probably go for Bowen, but it's a tough one really, being because West Ham could easily get a penalty in that game. United are known to give penalties away, and Ward Prowse will take them. Personally, you should have took Bowen out. I took him out for Gordon. Ward Prowse, I don't think you should have Ward Prowse and Bowen in your team in the first place, personally. Yeah. So I don't know what you're doing here, really, because you're asking me two different questions, and like your midfield must be very weird because you got Neto, Gordon, Bowen, and Ward Prowse. Like you don't have a Charleston, no Palmer. Would be easy for me to look at your team if you had joined my league, you know, in the time you said. But yeah, not. With Gordon with these man. Gordon for sure, 100% Gordon overboard Bowen. I took Bowen out last night for Gordon, so that pretty much tells you what I'm banking on. Like He could use even a captain option, really. Like, is Bowen a captain option? No. Gordon is, compared to Bowen. I know United have not had the best of seasons, but United are at home. They came back from a very good victory against Wolves 4-3, and they'll look to push on, really, man. Like, they do have to have a turning point. They are what, sixth in the league now. They want to be pushing on, like, outside chance to Champions League spot, really, because you never know. Fifth place does get Champions League spot as well, so it's not going to be as easy as people think. Like, the 1 minute to go, guys. I hope you guys have done your thingies. Let me make sure I've saved it, because I don't want to be in a situation where it is not saved. So pick team. Oh no. Yep. Okay. Yep. Saved. Okay. Haaland is captain. Not changing it. Not messing around. Majority of people are going Haaland captain, so I'm going Haaland captain. I'm leaving like this. Done. Yeah. Because United are 7th right now. Yeah, the 1 point behind West Ham. So that is a really tough game as it is, personally. But 8 points behind Villa for potential last Champions spot, in the fifth one. Fifth spot, depending on what happens in the actual. Hey, Blanky, you good? Yeah, it's been a while, man. You came on right at the last minute. Who did you make your captain? So I think that's done. Deadline has passed. I hope you've done all your transfers, everyone. And hope you the best of luck, really. Best of luck, but I hope you don't make more points than me. You know what it is, just how it is. Majority of the people have gone with Haaland captain. I think FPL mate went with Palmer captain. I think he changed the last minute. He didn't go with the crowd. But with FPL, let's talk FPL. He went with Haaland captain, and he has gone up in the ranks like crazy. He's 30k rank. I remember when I was like way ahead of him at one point. Oh, I can imagine, bro. Family takes time up a lot. But you got Solanke captain. Nice gamble. Maybe I should have done the same thing, man. Took a gamble, but I went for the win-win situation for myself personally. I didn't want to be like in a win-lose situation. Either I win in real life or I win in virtual reality. So I went with that. So either way, I could be happy. I'll be pissed about one thing, but I'll be happy about the other thing. So I went with that. I have been going with that personally throughout the whole season, and it's working in one way and not the other way. Right? The start of the season, Liverpool weren't doing great, but I was doing great in FPL. Then Liverpool started doing great in actual real life, and I didn't do good in FPL. So this is what it is. Oh, you ahead of me in the mini league now, yeah? Yeah, man. I've had a bad couple of weeks, man. Bad couple of weeks. Making the wrong choices. Yeah. But I'm just going to be staying positive and just going to start, hopefully increase my rank slowly. Aim is now top 100k, personally. The amount of drops I've taken, it has to be top 100k. But even to get to top 100k is going to be not easy. It'll be hard. I have to make the right strategy calls, personally. Because I think that's where it comes down to in the day. On the busy part of the season is when you pick your wild cards, your triple captain, your bench boost, and your free hits. If you play your strategies perfect, you can actually make up extra 100 to 150 points on your opponents. And that could get you up the thingy. Yeah, same. My captain choices were really badly as well. Really bad, man. But yeah, I think I had Saka 1 week, had Palmer one. Who was the other one I had 1 week? I can't remember. Can't even check now. But yeah, not great captaincy choices by me for a long, long time, really, personally. But yeah, it is what it is. So today's stream is done. I hope you guys have done your you picked it, you done your transfers on time. You done it yesterday before the price rises, because there were a lot of price rises today, last night. So there'll probably be a few more depending on what happens. This won't refresh till later, I think. Oh, it'll refresh. But yeah, I am done for today, and I hope you guys, people that joined me, enjoyed the stream. Got some good information. That I gave you good information as well. Hopefully, helps you in your FPL teams and you increase in your rank. Yeah, yeah, man. It's just not good, man. Not good at all. But yeah, it is what it is, bro. We've got a 12th day kickoff today, so we've got one game that we can watch, at least. But yeah, I'm gonna be going to the Man City Brentford game. I've got front row seats for that. So, are you? I was Holland. No, not a bad transfer, but I don't know if you had Alvarez, I don't think I would have bought. If I had Alvarez, I don't think I would have bought in Holland personally, because there's a slight chance he might not start. That's the thing, you know. But it's too many people have gone with him. That's the thing. Like, that's the reason why I had to go with him as well. It is what it is. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna have my breakfast for the match starts. When is the next deadline? Next deadline is like quite far away. I think next week. So we've got a bit of time for that. So I'll try to put up. I'm definitely gonna put up a transfer watch list video before the next game week, probably midway through. And I'll see if I have to do any other videos. But I might do some Q&As if you need some help during the weeks. But yeah, I'll see you next time. Thank you guys for joining me. I much appreciate it. If you're new around here, please like, subscribe to my channel for future FPL content. Join my mini league so I can look at your teams easier for next time. And hope you get some good FPL points. See you next time, man. See ya!